Water. We see so much of it on Vancouver Island. It's so beautiful. Why would we worry about it here? The Regional District of Nanaimo, along with provincial experts and local stakeholders, have been looking into whether there's a concern about water for drinking or water for habitat here in central Vancouver Island. This short video tries to introduce what we found. The Regional District is asking electoral area voters to consider an initiative called Action for Water. Before we act, let's consider the current state of water in the region. Let's quickly review what we know and what we don't know. Here in the Regional District, we get lots of rainfall in the winter, but we often have summer drought, and it's common for some homeowners to be short of water in summer and in early fall. Experts tell us, with climate change coming, that our summer droughts will likely get more severe. All of our drinking water comes from rain or snow falling on island watersheds. Most of the residents in electoral areas rely on wells, either private wells or community wells that support a local piped system. The groundwater that supports these wells comes from aquifers. Aquifers are reservoirs that are either in underground sediment or in fractured layers of rock. Some wells draw groundwater from near the surface. Because this shallow groundwater is open to influence from water and land uses on the surface, these open or unconfined aquifers are the most vulnerable to contamination or impacts of surface land use. In Walkerton, Ontario, in the year 2000, 7 people died and thousands more were made sick due to a contamination of a shallow well in fractured bedrock. Other wells, including most community wells, are drilled deep and are likely drawing from aquifers below a confining layer of till or solid rock. The water in these confined aquifers enters the ground in a recharge area. A recharge area is where rain or snowmelt sinks slowly into the ground. Recharge areas may be far removed from the well. We don't have a good picture here in the Regional District where the recharge areas are for our major aquifers. We don't know if recharge areas are at risk due to existing or planned land uses. We're not really sure how much groundwater we have. It varies from place to place in the region. Some areas have wells that go dry every year. Even when the wells run fairly consistently, year to year, we don't have the information to know if we're actually gradually drawing down the aquifers. If we overpump the aquifers, we're also likely to dry up our streams in the summer, and we'll lose the fish and the other creatures in them. On the seacoast, overpumping can lead to saltwater intrusion. Wells near the seashore are invaded by salty groundwater when they draw down the freshwater table too much. There's a lot that we don't know about watersheds and groundwater in this region. This lack of knowledge makes land use decisions more risky than necessary. We could be approving development based on a groundwater supply that is already fully used. The wells for development or adjacent property might run out in a few years due to overpumping. When water to large developments runs dry, the region would face pressure to spend millions of public dollars to find a replacement source of water. Action for Water would support the science to let us understand our watersheds and aquifers. How much water is there? Where are the boundaries? How are the aquifers connected? What's the quality of water? With that information, we can use land use planning and engineering standards to manage growth more effectively so that we have groundwater and water supplies in the long term.